はい、せいせいせい、はい、せいせいせい、はい、せいせいせいせいせいせいせい、やっていきましょい、しゃいしゃい、しゃいしゃいしゃい。今やるのはこちら、落ちる日。エルサ、オセラムの将軍デルバールにさらわれて拷問され、傷が原因で命を落とした。デルバールはカージャに報復を果たすためメリディアに向かっている。何としてでも止めなければ。バババデルバールを止めなければ。デルバールって誰だよ。とりあえずザンギエフの姉は命を落とした。敵を取る。許さん。許さんぞ。エルサが雪の女王が
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be
疲れちゃった。
time for all of that later.
疲れた。
エロイ。
ちょっと待って、今脇腹がいて。はい、分かった。何？
I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Derval. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Derval. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Derval used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Derval more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please.
何
When we spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
あなたを気にかけていた。
She wasn't worried about her pain. She was worried about her brother. And she was worried about you.
Thank you, Aloy. I suppose I needed to know I was as much on her mind as she is on mine. Find Derval and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
よ、殺すんかい。
Carja had been here working since the spire cast a shadow on the mesa.
くそ、またお使いかよ。トゥース。
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives.
色が必要な。誰
Let's talk it over.
ハ
What
ー
did
ビ
you
ー
want
ブ
to talk about?
You were an outlander, no? An adventurer. I used to be one myself. I admit,
肌
I
が
miss the
ツヤツヤ
beguiling
だなこい
colors
つ
of the wilds. Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of flower.
なんだこいつは
It's made of metal,
眉
like
間
a
のところ
machine.
V
Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. These gleaming beauties are very much in demand
眉
among
間
my
の
clients.
V 肌
If
が
you
ツ
bring
ヤ
me
ツヤ
some, I have valuables to trade for them.
鉄の花ね
These metal flowers. What are they
こ
exactly?
れ何なんだ
No one knows. But some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machine started to go mad. Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun, for he has many faces, does he not? Wrathful one day, cool and patient the next. Perhaps he weeps for our suffering when his anger breaks. Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty.
Hey. なんだよなんだよ
Till we meet again, my noble
10
Nora.
個
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
こいつは猫じゃんとこいつ顔がちけえ顔がちけえ待ってなんかクエストある
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well, then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
ゴミ
Yes,
じゃんゴミ
but a hawk can only sponsor one hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
師匠を探せってことだ師匠で
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here and a woman at that.
こいつ胸ねえ
So,
な
you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
これ
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious.
エル
But
サの
I
話をす
figured
る
they
な
would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
あなたも
Are you a member?
Me? No.
No
Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain-hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them.
武器もらえる
Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
このねそうなの武器がもらえるらしいよてかこれがちょっと待ってこれ何このクソでかいこれ何これ博物館みたいなおお空飛ぶ深い でこれが最終武器だ。んトゥルトゥトゥトゥラットモン。ラットモン、キーロック。トゥルトゥトゥトゥ。高い。高いところが怖い。あ、で、あれクエストない。邪魔だよ、お前。終わり？ちょっと待って、あった。裏にあった。裏にあるよす。これだ。いいね、データポイント結構見つけたね。
I'm a member. Go bother the other
お
sludges
前
and
じゃ
leave
ねえ
me
よ、女
alone.
だよ。この
I'm a member.
なんだお前。
Go
もうい
bother
い
the other sludges and leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. みんな名前ついてんじゃん。こいつはどう？ちょっと待って。ごっつ。なかなかいい。あれしてんな。それで、はい、ここは終了です。
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
何これ。
This is the place. You home, Derval? I got a surprise for you.
ロックだ。
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't
It's a
look too
bomb, all
big.
right. Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Derval promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it.
So, is that thing gonna go off? The thing is, I'm not a big fan of bombs. Especially being near them.
どこ？
It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
ああ、落とすのね。
Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
逃げろ。やば。
We did it! Derval's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Derval said he'd make a VOD watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Derval's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. He tries for the palace. He's finished.
いや、あの側近が敵なんだよ。
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Can I interest You a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity.
Set up a bucket line.
Got a pair of sturdy Oseram hands.
What happened?
I haven't had a blast like that since the liberation.
邪魔。
Let the shadow
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa. Are we under attack?
煙が上がってるわよ。上がってねえじゃん。
The tracks lead inside. Another one of Derval's hideouts.
あ、どこ。
This must be where Derval assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Derval did find a way into the palace.
おいおい、
Derval.
あれがデルファルだ。何知ってんの？あったっけどっか。あれ、アーロイに言われてこんな感じだったっけ？お、これか。よし。トゥースで、違う？どこ？あ、どこ？ちょっと待って。戻るんか。デルバールの姿を確認したアーロイ。奴を止めなければならない。はあ。え？どこ？え？この先？あの先行けんのか？いけんのこれ。あ、いける。ほら、下。ほら、こう。左。トゥルトゥトゥ。左。上。左。上。左。上がる。やべ、え？いや。頑張れや。何それ？は？いや、もういいよ。スキップできる。スキップ。トゥース。左。うん。こっち行けないか。待て。いるぞ。どうする？なんかアイテム。
Wish I could be there to see the sun god on his knees.
Quit carping, you chuff. Someone's got to guard the rear.
Some of the guard over here.
ヘッドショットは決まんないじゃん。キノコ。日差しキノコを集める。やべえ、回復アイテムが全然ねえ。すげえキノコいっぱい落ちてる。 これボスじゃん絶対。この回復アイテムの落ち方絶対ボス戦じゃんこれ。
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father.
Oh yeah,
so I'll have
oh yeah.
to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. It didn't. I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
早く破壊してくれって思ってるでしょ。ちょっと待って。あれみんな。おい、王様。王様。王様。
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
ちょっと待って、それはまずいよ、その時は。え、ちょっと待って。おい、逃げ道を塞がれてる。
Why does Avad always have his lady?
え、なんだちょっと
Can we finish this? I've got a son to kill.
暗いショットガン。このショットガン強い。うわ、ちょっと。
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravages. A savage is not.
危ない、危ない。
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravages. A savage is not.
暗いショットガン。これもっと近づかないとダメな
Why
やつ。
does Avad always have his ladies do
え、
the
今当た
fighting?
ってない。これ死んだでしょ。
Can we finish this? I've got a sun god to kill.
I can kill you from right here.
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
自爆好きだ。あー、来たー。堀はやめて。
Bad day for one of us.
Ah! Those majestic, murderous flinthawks!
That's it.
連打だ、連打。バカよ。うわ、何やべえ、ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って、先生。
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
ちょっと待って、何匹いんだよ、こいつら。何匹いん。 い この人機械倒さない
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
機械じゃなくて、いや、機械倒すしかないよね。いないよね。なんかある？ないよね。やべ、何や。3匹じゃねえの。意外に弱かった。意外に弱かった。暗い。倒した倒したこの野郎。どんなもんじゃいどんなもんじゃい。アイテムをもらってない。
I can't spare the weight.
もうもらえない。アイテムもらえない。どこだどこどこ。あ、いた。こいつか。
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up.
ダメだ。王様来た。
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
よく耐えたザンギエフ。
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her.
もしかし
She
て
didn't just give me advice.
もしかしてだけど
She gave me
も
strength.
しかしてだけどこれ両
But
思
we
いって
couldn't
やつ
be
だよ
together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
デルバール。
What exactly will happen to Derval?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Derval is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
お前殺されかけてよくそんなこと言うな。
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong,
そして
shrewd,
かわいい。
and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think either you or I are ready for that. At least,
なんで
not
こ
yet.
この整理って。
I've got a long way to go before I find what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take me far from Meridian.
Of course. I didn't mean to presume. You're your own
エルサ
woman,
の影を追うな、アーロイに。
just as Ursa was. But please, remember that you're always welcome here. I hope that today is just a sunrise for us, not a goodbye.
さよなら。
It's time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be, I will come to your aid. As sure as the sun's rising.
はい。というわけで、今日はここまで。イェイ